almost 4 years that I've been food editor, I think the person people have talked to me about the most and they love the most is Helen Corbett. She was head of food services for Neiman Marcus back in the 50s and 60s, and her cookbook, her first cookbook, is actually everyone's favorite, and most ladies that I talk to, it's falling apart, and this is the book where they learn to cook for their families. So this week in the food section, I'm writing all about Helen, and what was interesting too is someone sent me some notes from a cooking class they attended in 1962 that Helen taught, and she had recipes in this class that never appeared in any of her books. So I'm going to prepare a recipe from this packet, so this is going to be really special for a lot of people. So what it is, it's like a Chinese pork tenderloin, and it's very easy. All you have to do is take your pork tenderloin, put it in a plastic bag overnight, let it marinate in a cup of bourbon, a cup of soy, some honey, and a little bit of mustard. And all the juices start to soak in, and then you're just going to roast that in the oven for about an hour until it's done. So to serve with that, I have a hot mustard sauce, and this is another thing that's actually in one of Helen's recipe books, and she recommended it to be served alongside the pork. So all I've got going here is just a little bit of onion that I browned in some butter, and we're going to make a roux here. So I'm going to get in a little bit, about 3 tablespoons of flour, and then I'll start making my roux. And once that gets a little bit thick, you're going to bring in a cup of milk and just keep whisking, and that'll thicken for you. And then we're going to put in our mustard and also just a touch of Worcestershire sauce. Our mustard sauce turned out beautifully. It's nice and warm, and it's very creamy as well. And actually the way that Helen would have served this is as a cocktail party sandwich. So you just slice your pork very thin. It's got beautiful caramelized color from all of the juices and the bourbon and the soy that's soaked in. And then get some nice rolls, and then your guests, they can spread a little hot mustard sauce over the top, and you have a wonderful cocktail party spread that's Helen Corbett inspired. So you can find this recipe in Wednesday's flavor section of the Tyler paper or on cbs19.tv.